welcome back to my channel. Dragon Pony is back with Oh Perfect. Now, I just got introduced to Dragon Pony last year. I absolutely adored everything they put out. Their album was great. So I'm super excited to see what's going to be on this album. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Ooh, yes. Very nice. Ooh. 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 Nice. Nice. Ooh, I love how it's going down. Ooh. How different this time for the pre-chorus. Ooh. What an ending tag. Oh my goodness. They hit again. Guys, Dragon Pony, they hit it again. I'm so happy that I have discovered this group. They are so incredibly talented. Every song that I listened to from their album last time, I absolutely adored. I reacted to, I think, two or three of their songs last year, and then I went and listened to their mini album and everything, and I am in love. They are so good. So I have to start with, I feel like there was so much going on in the instrumental, and I feel like they do this really, really well. They're able to come out with a really big show-stopping instrumental part in the introduction, and then completely pull away going into the song. I think it kind of gives you a little taste of what is to come, and then they just pull it away from you. And I love that in music. It brings so much anticipation and wondering of what's going to happen next, and so I really enjoy how they do that. So the introduction, all the instrumentation, just going for it, so smart. In first one, like I said, pulled away quite a bit, but then you had the instruments kind of slowly being added back in. I especially loved the basses entrance. I thought that was such a nice little run before it got into it. The pre-chorus, though, every single time pulled away so much. And I think that that was really interesting to do, especially because you have such a high energy like chorus and transitional pieces with that. So having that kind of little moment to take a breath, but it's actually when quite a few important things in the lyrics come out. And I want to see if I can get back to here. Let me find it in the music. Okay, so why won't things go my way? Why can't I do what I want? Why can't I live how I want? Like, that's like the beginning of the pre-chorus, right? And then it starts to build from there. So it's like the first 3 lines, and then should I just make it my way? Should I believe what I want? Everything goes my way. I think that's like a really important part to the song itself, because, you know, it's talking about like hearing all these different things, and like, you know, at some point in the chorus it says clear everything away, like just forget it. Like, so I think that the pre-chorus is so important, because it's like this questioning of, am I going to get to do what I want to do? Am I going to do this, or should I just do it? And so I think that was really, really interesting how that happened. In the chorus was so good. Going off, like I said, the instrumentation was so good. And then the lead singer's voice, like he just, it was so good. The entire part, I was just like, okay. Like, the chord progression just like kept leading upwards, and I thought that was really interesting. And then we had the transition, you know, that feeling of the introduction going into verse 2. And then what I loved about this is that there was a natural like downwards chord like progression, like falling, like you did 5 4 3 2 1 in Korean, and it was like it fell down, and then the next phrase melodically fell down as well. Again, just really smart songwriting. And then in the pre-chorus this time we added the keyboard, and the keyboard made me feel like a little unsteady, unstable, which if we think back to those lyrics, that was something that, you know, again, like the questioning, the wondering and everything with that. So I thought those two went really hand in hand. And then again in the chorus this time they pulled away. Rather than like going full force with the instrumental like they did before, they pulled it away. So I think that they're really good about like having this like push and pull, this tension, this release, which is really smart. And then what I thought was going to be a bridge, no, ended up being like a guitar solo and ending tag. So completely like just out of like the normal of what you think is going to happen in a song. And that's what makes music great, is that you can do things in such a different way and have a beautiful piece. So I really, really enjoyed this, but tell me what you guys thought. Did you love it? Did you hate it? What was your favorite part of this song or MV? For me, like I said, I think the pre-chorus, just the way that they kind of phrased it in the 2 different ways that they did it, I really enjoyed how I felt like that set up the rest of the song alongside the instrumental happening at the beginning. Those 2 parts I feel like were really important to the overall setting of the song, and so I love those 2 the most. Tell me your thoughts though, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.